Welcome to Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. Today, we step back to 1952 with the courtroom drama Defense Attorney, starring the powerful voice of Mercedes McCambridge as Martha Ellis Bryant, one of the few female lawyers to headline an old-time radio show. Sponsored by Armour & Company, this series reminded listeners that justice isn't always black and white, and sometimes it takes a strong defense to uncover the truth.
Listen to Defense Attorney next on ABC. Sir Walter Riley laid down his cloak so Queen Elizabeth wouldn't muddy her royal feet. We can show the same depth of feeling for the victims of the Midwest floods, not with the cloak, but with disaster dollars. Houses must be rebuilt and refurnished, farm machinery supplied, vocational training provided. This long-term rehabilitation will go on indefinitely, and it will require more money than the American Red Cross has in its present disaster relief fund. Send a disaster dollar to help your fellow citizens fight their way through the Midwest flood disaster of 1951. Mail your contribution to the Red Cross in your town.
Ladies and gentlemen, to depend upon your judgment and to fulfill mine own obligation, I submit the facts, fully aware of my responsibility to my client and to you as defense attorney.
The American Broadcasting Company presents Miss Mercedes McCambridge as defense attorney. When Martha Ellis Bryant chose law as a career, she accepted the challenge of defending the defenseless. Defenseless was Grady Daniels, who went hunting, and to use his own words, because he wore a beard and lost a knife, wound up in jail, charged with murder.
Marty, I wouldn't touch that case if I were you.
Why not, Judd?
Well, for one thing, the police already have the ink on the solved stamp. The victim practically identified the killer before he died.
It practically isn't enough. What else?
Well, the murder weapon belonged to Daniels.
Has that been proven?
Yes, he admits it.
Is there any doubt about its being the murder weapon?
None whatsoever. It fits the wounds, and it was found nearby covered with blood.
What does Daniels say?
He was picked up 3 miles from the scene of the crime and claimed he lost the knife while he was hunting.
Well, that could happen.
Yes, it could.
Judd, his wife had just left my office when I telephoned you. And she asked... Well, she said that Daniels could never kill another man.
Another?
Yes. She said he was overseas with the Marines for 2 years. He said he'd had enough killing to last him a lifetime. I want to talk to him, Judd.
All right, Marty, but the dispatch covered the investigation, and the whole story can be told in a half-dozen lines.
How?
Something like this. Vet goes hunting. Farms are all posted no hunting. Vet figures he fought for the country and should be allowed to hunt in it. Argues with farmer. Stabs him.
Is that what the police claim?
Yes, and they've got the evidence to go with it.
But it's all circumstantial.
Yes, but it's all there.
I don't like circumstantial evidence, Judd. Circumstance isn't above dealing a card from the bottom.
This case could hurt you, Marty.
Oh, how can it hurt me?
Well, you're going to be on the losing side of an open and shut, small-time, unimportant case.
It's a very important case to at least 2 people. The accused man and his wife.
Marty, you've already decided to take this case, haven't you?
No, I haven't. No, not yet. Wait till I've talked with Grady Daniels. Then if I think he's innocent, I'll defend him. So that's Grady Daniels. Still wearing his beard.
Sure. They're not going to let him cut off the evidence.
Are you Grady Daniels?
Yeah. What about it?
I'm Martha Ellis Bryant, an attorney, and this is Judd Barnes of the Dispatch.
Hello?
Did Hester send you here?
She asked me to represent you.
A woman lawyer. Oh, great.
The bar examination is the same for women and men, Daniels. And I haven't decided to take your case yet. Would you like to tell me about it?
Why not? If I tell enough people, maybe someone will believe me. I didn't kill that farmer. I didn't even see him.
Suppose you start at the beginning and tell me everything that happened that day. First, did you kill him?
Look, I just went hunting.
Did you kill him?
No.
Eh? Now tell me what happened. And Daniels,
Yeah?
don't change or withhold anything.
There isn't anything to withhold. I drove out to this section to hunt quail. Some friends had told me there were a lot of birds there. Parked and crawled under a fence and started hunting.
You see any signs forbidding hunting?
No, not then. Besides, I met a couple of other hunters right after I got into this field.
Were they together?
Yeah.
You meet anybody else?
Yeah, about a half an hour later, I met a man hunting with a trained hawk.
Did you talk to any of these men?
Yeah, all of them, about the hunting. Whether they had found any birds. They hadn't.
And nobody told you that the land was posted?
No. So I went on hunting for about an hour. Then I came to a fence that had a no hunting sign on it.
And then what?
Well, I walked the fence line and the whole place was posted.
The land that you were on?
Yeah, that's right. I must have missed him when I came on from the road.
Uh-huh. And then what did you do?
I went back to my car and started to look for a place where I could hunt.
Did you meet anybody while you were leaving?
No, but I sure did right after I left.
Why, what happened?
Well, I'd gone about a mile when I came to this roadblock. I slowed down and stopped. Thought maybe there was an accident.
All right, here he is, the man with the beard. Cover him, men.
Hey, what's all the artillery for?
Keep both hands in sight, mister. Now, come on, get out. Slow, with your hands up.
Now, look, Warden, why all the guns? I've got a license.
There's no open season on farmers, mister. Hold out your hands.
All right, but I don't... Handcuffs. Hey, what's the idea?
Shut up. All right, what's your name?
Daniels, Grady Daniels.
Been hunting, Daniels?
Yeah, but...
Where?
Back there, about a mile.
Mm-hmm. Search his car, men.
Now, look, I've got a right to know why I'm handcuffed and why those men are searching my car.
You don't know, huh? You find anything, men?
Oh, just this gun.
All right. Leave it there. Put a guard in the car till we can have it towed to the county garage. All right, come on, Daniels. Going to jail.
I'm not going anywhere till I find out why.
Oh, you're going all right, Daniels. I'll tell you why. I found a man down the road. They told me his name was Otto Peisner. He'd been stabbed. The knife was still there. A Japanese harikiri knife. A knife like should be in that empty scabbard in your belt. Where's your knife, Daniels?
Why, it's gone.
Yeah.
It was there when I went hunting. I must have lost it.
Oh, yeah. You lost it, all right. But you see, Otto Peisner wasn't quite dead when I found him. He lived long enough to tell me it was the hunter with the beard. You wear a beard, your knife is gone, and the design on that scabbard matches the design on the knife that killed Peisner. You're under arrest, Daniels. May as well come quietly.
That's all they told me, Miss Bryant. Just because I wear a beard and lost a knife, I wind up in jail. Charged with murder.
Daniels, I'm going to take your case because I believe you. But we haven't much time, less than a week. I wish your wife had come to me sooner. But I'll do everything that I can.
Marty, honey, why did you tell that man you'd take his case? He doesn't have a case.
That's why I took on the job of building one. He needs it.
I'll say he needs it. But what are you going to build it on?
I don't know yet, Judd. But there's something in this case that doesn't fit.
Like what?
If Daniels did stab Peisner and left the knife there, why did he carry the empty scabbard around with him till the warden found it on him? He carried it right into the roadblock.
Well, that's easy. He didn't know the roadblock was there.
Or he didn't know that the knife was gone.
That's going to sound pretty thin to a jury.
It's just thin enough to be true.
Oh, I think you took on too big a load this time, Counselor.
Oh, none of them looks good to start, Judd.
Look, honey, everything is against you. The murdered man described the killer before he died. Daniels fits that description. 2 out-of-state hunters have left sworn statements to having seen Daniels on Peisner's farm, and 1 local hunter will be a witness. They were all clean-shaven, and none had knives. Daniels was wearing an empty scabbard that the murder weapon fits.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
Yes, and if that isn't enough, Daniels admits that the knife was his. The police have motive, identification, and weapon.
There's one thing that the police do not have.
Well, I'd like to know what it is.
A conviction.
Huh?
And I have. I'm convinced that Grady Daniels is innocent. I don't know why. Call it intuition.
Is intuition an accepted legal device?
Well, they didn't mention it in school, but then the teacher was a man.
All right. But, Marty, did you notice that Daniels was pretty cocky for a man in his predicament?
Oh, that's a front, Judson. He wears a beard to hide a scar on the outside and a chip on his shoulder to hide a scar on the inside.
Okay, Counselor. Where do we start building?
I think I'd like to talk with that game warden, what's his name?
McFarland, I think.
Yeah.
Jim McFarland.
Yeah. Why don't you let me out at the next drugstore? I'll call the Fish and Game Commission. They can tell me where he is.
All right. But what do you expect to find out from him?
Mostly the viewpoint of the man who found the body. Cabin number 7, they said.
Yeah, that would be over this way. It's a funny thing. Game warden living in a tourist camp.
Well, what's funny, lots of people live in motels.
Yeah, I know, but somehow I just never thought of an officer as living in one. Here it is, number 7.
Somebody's in there. I can hear him.
Yes?
Hello, we're looking for Warden Jim McFarland.
Hi, McFarland.
I'm Martha Ellis Bryant, an attorney, and this is Judd Barnes. He's a friend.
How do you do?
Yeah, howdy. Won't you come in?
Thank you.
I'm sorry I'm a little short of seating space here. You might try the bed. Might be comfortable to sit on.
Thank you. Yes, this is fine.
Yeah. I suppose you're here about this Daniels case?
Yes, I'm going to represent Mr. Daniels.
I see. What do you want with me?
Information, mostly.
Well, as Daniels' attorney, you're entitled to know the facts. But I'm not sure this is the time or the place for me to give them out.
Of course, you're under no obligation to answer any questions concerning the case, but there are some things you could clarify and not betray any official secrets.
Maybe like what?
Like, was Otto Peisner alive when you found him?
Yes?
Conscious?
No.
Was he cut or stabbed?
Both?
Was he bleeding?
Not much.
Had he bled much?
There's a lot of blood under him.
It was a messy job, huh?
Sort of.
Do you know that Grady Daniels was an ex-Marine?
No, but it figures.
Well, how does it figure?
Yeah, when you see enough death, life gets cheap.
Oh? Did Daniels have any blood on him when you arrested him?
Ask me that at the trial.
Yes, maybe I will.
Now, look, Miss Bryant, I'm just a game warden, see? Up till now, the most serious offense I've ever come up against was some tourist lucky enough to catch too many fish. I was sent up here from my regular section to cover the opening of quail season in this county, and, well, I run head on into a murder. Now, I'll tell you what happened in my own words, but don't shoot questions at me. I get nervous.
All right, we'll listen.
Well, when I found Peisner, he was unconscious. Well, I poured some water from my canteen down his throat, and he opened his eyes after a second or two, and I asked him what had happened. Well, it took him a little while to answer, but when he did, I heard him very clearly. He said, "It was the hunter with the beard." Well, that was all. I ran to my car to radio for help, and when I came back, he was dead.
You didn't know who he was?
No, I'm from the lower part of the state.
You were in charge of the roadblock that picked Daniels up, weren't you?
That's right.
Pick up anybody else? I mean, to question?
Oh, yeah, several. But they were all clean-shaven. 3 of them had talked to Daniels that day.
Near Peisner's farm?
No, on it. Peisner made them all 3 leave. Then he met Daniels. After that, I found him.
Daniels claims he never saw Peisner.
I don't blame him. That's what I'd say. But his knife was beside Peisner.
Daniels claims that he lost it.
Well, he has to say something.
How do you account for the fact that he was still wearing the scabbard?
I don't account for anything. And I'm answering questions again, Miss Bryant. I'm sorry, but any further information from me will have to come at the trial.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Peisner's farm is near that German settlement at Wesselhorst, isn't it?
All right, I'll answer one more question. Yes.
And again, thank you. Come on, Judd.
Goodbye, Miss Bryant and Mr.
Barnes.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Barnes.
Uh-huh. Well, there wasn't anything world-shaking in that interview.
I'm lucky to get any information out of him. Of course, he's not required to say anything to the defense counsel except from the witness stand at the trial.
He didn't hurt the prosecution's case one bit.
No, but I had a chance to size up the star witness before he gets on the stand. So right now, the state's entire case hinges on his testimony.
So? What are you going to do now, Counselor?
Well, I was going to ask a newspaperman friend of mine to drive me out to Wesselhorst. I'd like to get some local slant on Peisner.
You drive me to distraction. I guess I can drive you to Wesselhorst. Gee, 20 miles from town, and it's just like being in Germany.
Yeah. I've been out here before. Everybody in the whole town is German.
Well, they have to be to pronounce that name. Wesselhorst. It sounds like a wrestling program. The gorgeous Fritz will Wesselhorst.
Oh, Judd. Not on an empty stomach.
Are you hungry, too?
I'm starved.
Hey, over there's a cafe. Heidelberg Gardens. Good food. Shall we see if it is?
Right now, if it's food, it's good.
All right. Boy, sauerkraut, pig's knuckles, maybe even beer.
There's a vacant table over there.
Yeah. Hey, talk about atmosphere.
Well, they've got it, haven't they?
Sure have.
Here comes the waiter. Look. Get that mustache.
That's not a mustache. That's twin beards.
Welcome to the Heidelberg Gardens.
Well, thank you very much. You order, Judd.
Sure. Do you want...
Just 1 minute. The Heidelberg Gardens. We do not patron serve. When it's on the tablecloth, there. Excuse it, please. We get clean one.
When you come back, bring 2 orders of sauerbraten.
Jawohl. Bye.
Well, what are you going to eat, Marty? Marty, what's the matter?
Huh? Oh, nothing. I was thinking.
Oh, look, honey, don't live your cases. Forget it for a while and enjoy yourself. And me.
This is better.
Oh, yes, that's fine.
Danke schön, Fräulein. The sauerbraten will be here soon. Was there something else?
Yes, maybe. Did you happen to know Otto Peisner? He lived outside of town near here.
Yeah, I knew Otto Peisner. What about Otto Peisner?
Well, I'm Martha Ellis Bryant, an attorney. This is Mr. Barnes of the City Dispatch.
Attorney?
Mm.
You helping that man what stabbed Otto?
Well, I'm going to defend him. Why?
Then, Fräulein, it is better if you...
I tell you why.
Well, who are you?
Never mind who I am. I live here. We don't like people coming who snoop around trying to find ways to free someone who killed one of our farmers.
We're not trying to free anybody who killed a man. We're just talking...
You're that fella Daniels' lawyer, ain't you?
Yes, that's right, but we're not...
Well, he killed Otto.
Look, fella, that hasn't been proven yet. And in the meantime,
That's proven enough for us. You're one of these people who figure because a guy is a veteran, he can't do no wrong.
That's a ridiculous thing to say.
Listen, you.
You listen. That's a guy's figure that because the government taught them how to kill and give them permission to do it, they can keep right on after the war's over. Daniels is one of those men.
Well, that's what we have courts for, to decide whether or not...
Let the court decide then, but you'd better get out of this town. Now. Before you get hurt.
Look, Junior, where I come from...
It's where you better go back to.
Now, wait a minute. Judd, we'd better leave. Come on.
I thought you were never going to say that. Let's go.
Oof.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of feeling in Wesselhorst about this case.
Yes. I wonder who's in back of it.
What do you mean?
Well, somebody has to start stirring up that much feeling, Judd.
Yeah, it's that veteran taught to kill, can't stop idea.
I know it is.
It's pretty common, Marty. It's too common. And nothing could be more wrong. I'm a veteran, and I've never felt any desire to kill, even during the war.
I sure hope we've got veterans on that jury.
Marty, Daniels is an ex-Marine. Now, if he had stabbed Peisner, it would have been a neat job, and Peisner wouldn't have lived to talk to anyone.
It's a good point, Judd.
So, what do we do now?
Well, will you take me to your office? I want all the newspaper reports on the case, and then we can take them to my office and go over them tonight.
Sure, but look, honey, first let's go somewhere and get a steak.
I'd go for that.
Oh, good. Marty.
Yes, Judd.
Just what is sauerbraten?
And that's all that I could find, Judd. Otto Peisner, age 43, bachelor. Came from Germany to the United States in 1938, settled in Wesselhorst. Bought a farm, well thought of by his neighbors. Although he didn't mingle much, he tended to his farm mostly in his business. His only known relative is a brother Herman, who came from Germany with him. Herman Peisner now lives in Wesselhorst. Inherits the farm.
Yeah. And there isn't a thing there that'll help Daniels.
Yeah, but there's a flaw in this case. I can feel it. Do you ever meet anybody that you'd never, you couldn't quite get? Or somebody that you had seen before and you knew, and yet you couldn't remember their name?
Yeah, sure.
And you feel that you can almost say it, and yet it just won't come out, it just hangs there?
Do you feel that way about this case, Marty?
I do. The answer's there. It struck me in that restaurant in Wesselhurst. I was real close to it. And then all that trouble started.
Well, honey, I can't help you with that kind of a problem. Look, would you like to be left alone for a while? Maybe you'll remember.
That might help. You mind?
Of course not, honey. I'll be at the dispatch for a couple of hours if you need any help.
Thank you, darling.
Night, Marty.
Good night, Judd. Herman Preisner. Brother. Of course, they'd be the same. Where's that? Here it is, sir. Survived by his brother, Herman Preisner, 401 Linden Avenue, Wesselhurst. Hello, operator. This is Martha Ellis Bryant. Will you call the parking lot? Ask them to have my car in front of my office in 5 minutes.
Yeah, what do you want?
Are you Herman Preisner?
Yeah, I'm Herman Preisner. What do you want?
My name is Martha Ellis Bryant.
The farm is not for sale. I've got nothing for sale to the newspapers.
Oh, no, Mr. Preisner. It's nothing like that. You see, I'm an attorney.
What?
I'm a lawyer. I represent Grady Daniels.
Ah, that swine. I got nothing for to say. Anyone helping him. Goodbye.
No, please, Mr. Preisner, just a minute. Maybe he didn't kill your brother.
When the police arrest him, if he did not do it, why they arrest? He do it all right. And I be there if I hear him sent to prison and execute. Goodbye.
Mr. Preisner, thank you very much. Hello? Red Star Delivery Service? Good. I want to arrange for a pickup to be made at the Cinema Props Rental Service at 2847 Cimarron Street. That's right. Yes, it's to be delivered to Martha Ellis Bryant's before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Room 14, Hall of Justice. Yes, they'll have the order ready.
How long have you worn a beard, Mr. Daniels?
Since a Jap sniper put a bullet across my face in 1944.
You admit that you were trespassing on the land of the deceased on the day he was stabbed to death?
Yes, but
Do you recognize this knife, Mr. Daniels?
Yes, it was mine,
How
but
long have you owned this knife, Mr. Daniels?
I took it from the body of the sniper that shot me in 1944.
Then killing a man is not a new experience to you, is it?
Well,
That will be all, Mr. Daniels. Your witness, Miss Bryant.
No questions?
Marty, no questions?
Mr. Wagner, you are a resident of the German settlement of Wesselhorst, is that right?
That's right.
Marty, that's the tough guy from the Heidelberg
Yes.
Gardens.
Yes, I think you're right, John.
You must have known that Mr. Preisner did not allow hunting, and yet you were afield on his land on the day he was stabbed.
I knew he didn't allow shooting, but I don't use a gun. I hunt with a falcon. That's a hawk trained to catch birds.
I see. Now, Mr. Wagner, can you identify the man you met on Otto Preisner's farm that day?
Yeah, can.
Is he in this courtroom?
Yeah. Right there, that man. Grady Daniels.
Thank you, Mr. Wagner, that's all. Your witness, Miss Bryant.
No questions.
Marty, aren't you going to do anything?
The DA's doing fine, Judd.
I'll say he is. He's hanging your client.
Just a moment, Mr. McFarland. I would like to make a short resume of your testimony up to date. After finding the wounded man and speaking with him, you radioed for assistance. When you returned to the scene of the crime, the victim was dead. Is that right?
That's right.
You searched the immediate area and found the murder weapon nearby, a Japanese harikari knife. Later, at the roadblock where the defendant was apprehended, he admitted it was his knife, but claimed he had lost it that day, correct?
Yes, sir.
And he still wore the empty scabbard on his belt?
Yes, sir, he did.
Now, Mr. McFarland, I am going to ask you to repeat once more the last words of the victim as he lay dying in your arms.
Well, he said it was the hunter with the beard.
That's all. Thank you. Your witness, Miss Bryant.
No questions.
Marty, honey, at least go down swinging.
But if it please the court, I should like to call a witness from the spectators' gallery. The deceased man's brother, Mr. Herman Peisner. Mr. Peisner, you and your brother came to the United States together. In what year?
In 1938.
Could either of you speak any English before arriving here?
Nine, we study here in night school.
Did you study together?
We start together, we quit together.
Would you say that your brother spoke English better than you?
No, he did not.
Would you say that you both spoke about the same?
Your Honor, I object. The line of questioning is irrelevant and immaterial. The calling of this witness is a flagrant attempt on the part of the defense to confuse the jury.
Your Honor, the calling of this witness and this line of questioning is vital to the correct issue of this trial. I repeat the question. Would you say that you and your brother spoke about the same?
That's right.
All right, Mr. Peisner. Now, you see the defendant, Grady Daniels. Will you describe him for me?
Do what?
Will you tell me what he looks like? To you.
Well, he's about 5 feet 8 inches tall. Weighs about 165 pounds. Got blue eyes. And he wears brown whiskers.
He wears brown whiskers. Is that right?
Yeah, brown whiskers.
Thank you, Mr. Peisner. And now, when I remove the cover, can you tell me what is the object in this cage? Here we are. What is it?
That is a beard.
That is right. A hunting falcon. Thank you very much, Mr. Peisner. Now then, Mr. Wagner, will you stand, please? Mr. Wagner, you are experienced in falconry. Will you hold this bird? Thank you. And now, Mr. Peisner, which is Grady Daniels?
Man with the whiskers.
And which is Mr. Wagner?
The man with the beard. The man with the beard.
And the dying man's last words identified his killer as the hunter with the beard.
Wagner! Wagner, he killed my brother!
Ladies and gentlemen, the defense rests.
Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Judson, darling. What's up?
Don't ask me. I just print the news. You make it.
Oh, did I make news?
Yeah. Wagner just confessed.
He nearly had to confess. He convicted himself.
Yeah. You know, that was quite a brilliant piece of legal maneuvering. How did you get started on that bird and beard track, anyway?
Well, it started because somebody was very careless in his eating habits.
What? I don't get it.
Remember when I said that circumstance wasn't above dealing a card from the bottom?
Yeah?
That works both ways. Somebody spilled food on the tablecloth at the Heidelberg Gardens, and the waiter wouldn't serve food when there was dirt on the cloth. Only he said dirt. Took me a little while to figure out the connection between dirt and dirt, and bird and beard.
Ah.
But when I did, I knew I was on the right track.
Yeah, and the rest is history. And Wagner being at the Heidelberg Gardens was just a coincidence.
Mm-hmm. Judge, you know something?
What?
I hope it was Wagner who spilled the food on that tablecloth.
You have just heard Defense Attorney starring Mercedes McCambridge with Howard Culber as Judd. Tonight you heard Jan Arvan as Daniels, Bill Boucher as McFarland, Herb Butterfield as the District Attorney, and Lamont Johnson as Peisner. Music was composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Defense Attorney was written by Jack Spears. The program is directed by Dwight Hauser. Next week, another exciting adventure with Mercedes McCambridge, Defense Attorney. Be sure to listen. This is Your FBI. The official broadcast from the files of the FBI follows immediately. Stay tuned. This program came to you from Hollywood. America is sold on ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Well, folks, that's all for this episode here on Randy's Old Time Radio Shows. Now, bringing these golden oldies back to life takes no small amount of time and effort from our good friend Randy, cleaning up the audio, converting the files, and making sure each show has the best audio possible. If you've enjoyed the program and you'd like to help keep these classics on the airwaves night after night, why not consider a small donation? Every penny goes straight to supporting Randy's work and helping this channel stay on the air. You'll find the links down in the description below. And for those of you kind souls who've already given, Randy tips his fedora to you. Your support truly keeps this old radio spirit alive. Thanks ever so much. And until next time, keep those dials tuned and keep the memories rolling.